Good evening and welcome to the Monthly Mystical live. I'm so glad that you've come and joined us this evening. I'm just checking on Instagram. I think I'm on. I put go live. Well, let's see. Okay. Let me just... Right. I think I am. Good evening, my stick NT. I can't remember who you are again. I apologize. You know, I can never remember the names. I have enough trouble remembering normal names, and everybody's got these flipping at this and at that. Can't do it. Anyway, how are you all this evening? I hope you're having a lovely evening so far. It's still quite warm in the UK. Well, in London it is. It is very flipping warm. So, hi, Carl. Good evening. It's lovely to... I had it right last time, didn't I? Lovely to have you on board. There we go. That works. So my stick NT, please remind me. Hang on, if I just do... Oh, no, that's not going to work. Please remind me who you are. Anyway, so this evening we have the amazing... Oh, now I know who you are. Yeah. We have the amazing Edward O'Toole speaking to us from... Let me just make... I can't say it wrong. From Slovakia. Slovakia, indeed. And he's going to be talking about Pan and the spirits of the forest. So it's going to be a really interesting talk. We're going to have a chat about where he lives. He lives in the most amazing place. I'm so excited and jealous. Very, very jealous, I have to say. God, it's so warm. So I'm just going to wait a couple of more seconds just to see if anybody else is going to jump on before I start chatting. If you do jump on, please come and say hello, because I can see in the chat. Just type in hi and where you're from even. That would be lovely. So, like I said, I'll wait another minute or two just to wait people to log on. My name, in case you didn't know, I don't very often say that, but my name is Jacqueline Wilson. And yes, I am the author, but not the one you're thinking of. I love saying that. That's the reason I wrote a book, was just so that I could say that. Because everybody asks me, oh, are you Jacqueline Wilson, the author? And I used to say, no, but now I can say yes. Anyway, you know me, I'm rambling. So I am just going to give it another 5 more seconds just for anybody to log on and make sure I've got everything cool and sorted. Because I know it takes a little while for the notifications to go through. Because whenever people I follow, 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh, really? That's not good, is it? They should get their finger out and, instant. Right. Okay. So I'm excited to talk about the Carpathian forest this evening. So without further ado, I don't know why I keep saying that. Without further ado, we're going to introduce our guest for this evening, Edward O'Toole, to the stage. Good evening, Edward.
Hi, Jacqueline, and hi to everybody out there.
It's lovely to see you in video, not in person, but in video. Yeah. Okay, so just in a couple of brief sentences, what is it you're all about, Edward?
In what way?
What are you here for? So shall we talk about your book? Okay. And yeah, okay, so you've got a book called Pan Lives. Yes. Yes, and it's all about, am I correct in saying it's all about the something to do with the Carpathian? Yes.
No, it's not about the Carpathians. Pan Lives, ancient god to modern icon, is basically the whole history of the god Pan, from
Oh,
his
okay.
beginning through every single historical period which referred to him, to his like present incarnation. He's one of the few gods who's survived, 2,500 years, because he adapts, or his image is adapted for each period. It's fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, and obviously you've written a book about that, and we will shove that into the comments after this evening's stream.
Okay.
Yeah, so anybody wants to buy the book, have a look in the comments after, and you'll be able to buy it from Amazon. Is it in Amazon or?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I mean, you could put the link up to the publisher, Liminal Gates
Okay.
Press, and
Okay.
order it from them. It's
excellent. That's what we'll do. Okay, no props. Lovely. So, and we're going to be talking. Are we going to be talking about Pan, or are we talking about the Carpathian forest this evening?
Mostly about the Carpathian forest, but about Slavic spirits and gods and the strange things that happen in this ancient sort of primeval forest. But I mean, Pan is relevant. It's
okay.
Well, certain aspects of Pan are relevant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So to start off, I've had a little tiny look at where you live, and it was awesome. It's in the middle of absolute nowhere, if I'm correct in saying. So you live in what we would say in England, well, some of us would say the arse end of nowhere.
It is. I don't know if you know Andy Warhol.
Well, I know of him. I don't know him personally, but I know of him. Yes.
I live in an area of people they're called the Ruthenians. They're not actually Slovaks. It's a very small minority, originally the Rus. And in this area, they speak their own language. They use Cyrillic rather than Latin. And Andy Warhol's, his family's not far from where I live. And he did a film years ago called I Come From Nowhere.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
His family's from this sort of tribe. So you would call it Paul Newman, actually. So what? Sorry.
Paul Newman is also.
Oh, is he really? Wow, that's so interesting. Wow, that's cool.
It's a very small sort of language group.
And so they've got their own language that they've literally made up of their own in this little community.
No. They came here in the 13th century to this region. They're actually from Kiev. They were the original Rus.
Oh, okay.
They came here when there was a big sort of movement of peoples from east to west, and they settled in this area. And they've kept their own language and their own sort of traditions and things. So,
excellent. Okay, nice. So getting back to then, going back into now, so the Carpathian forest.
Carpathian.
So tell me a bit about. Sorry, my pronunciation of everything is normally wrong.
Right.
Carpathian forest. Then, sorry.
Yeah.
Please tell me a little bit. Let's go.
Well, the Carpathians is actually a mountain range which goes from the Czech Republic through Slovakia, Poland, Ukraine, Bulgaria, Romania, and, for example, Transylvania is part of the Carpathians. Here we have the Tatra Mountains, which are the tallest part of the Carpathians. But the forest, it's wow, it's incredible. I grew up in England, and I used to go sleep out in copses of trees and think that was a forest. And wow, it's a different world. And the longer I lived here, I'm fascinated by like
mythos and legends and spirituality. And the Slavs, which is the people of this region, that they have a very, very developed and ancient like mythos, and
Wow.
you actually get to experience some of it. That's the weird thing. It's
So what's the experience? How do you experience it?
Well, as I was saying to you before we started, like when you enter the forest here, it's like going through a barrier, because you go across a field, but the forest here are it's not just sort of monoculture. The multiple layers of forest. And when you enter, the sound changes, your sight changes, the temperature changes, everything changes, and you have to spend a while just like adjusting. It's incredible. It's like you enter another dimension. And people in my region, they love mushroom picking, and when you go mushroom picking, you really feel this. Well, but sometimes when you're in the forest, like things will happen, or you'll get a glimpse of something, or something doesn't feel right. It fascinates me, it really does.
Yeah, sounds amazing. What so when you go mushroom picking, what experience? How does that feel then? Is it because obviously when the mushrooms are in my experience, I don't know whether I'm saying it right, they're like the breath of life anyway. They're giving in and out. I'm not saying it right, but they're bringing in and out of life. There's a lot going on with the mushroom, even just a normal mushroom. So yeah, what does it feel? Does it feel like you're experiencing like a different dimension or something? I don't know.
No, the forest itself is like a different dimension, but when you go mushroom picking, because here we look for boletes like sap, porcini, things like this. You can't see them when you first go in the forest. It's you're looking around for maybe half an hour and you can't see them until you see one, and then you see them everywhere. And this is it's like a very good like allegory or metaphor for like this sort of spiritual dimension of being in the forest. Until you see it, you can't see it, and then when you do, you start seeing. In this case, I'm just talking about mushrooms, but the longer you spend in the forest, the more, I don't know, odd things happen. And the Slavs have many myths and legends, and obviously, a pantheon concerning this.
So tell me a bit more about the myths and legends. What kind of myths and legends do they have?
Well, I mean, this all connects to Pan, because Pan, from basically Theocritus onwards, was, this spirit of nature. And here they have something called the Leshy, for example, which is a forest spirit. It's similar to like Herne the Hunter or Canunus, and it's like a guardian of the forest, the Leshy. But it can be quite, terrifying. You have like in the complete pantheon, like the actual god level, you have Perun, who's similar to Thor, the god of thunder and lightning. He's their main god. But then the second god is basically his enemy, is called Veles. And Veles is the god of the underworld, of the forest, of animals, of livestock. He's portrayed as a big sort of almost like a minotaur type creature. And this could even be sort of Proto-Indo-European. This is pre-Ice Age origins. This is, and when you go in the forest, it's like you feel certain things. I'm babbling. I will stop.
No, do not babble. Oh, do not stop babbling.
Do not babble. Enough now.
Babble away. So I want to know more about more about that. Tell me more about the feelings and stuff that you're getting when you're in there.
Well, years ago, I used to write for. I said to you, I wrote for Phenomena magazine.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up in a minute.
Quite a long time, I wrote for Bushcraft magazine, and I used to go to the wilderness gathering, the festivals and stuff. But in Bushcraft magazine, I used to write true horror stories from the forest. And basically, whenever I experienced something, or whenever I heard a story told by a local or something, I'd write it in Bushcraft magazine. There's like so many little odd things that happen because it's so dense, the forest. I mean, your audience should first be aware that the forest here, I mean, we have a massive amount of wildlife, like ridiculous amount of wildlife. Like my garden, when I go out at night, we have the street light is only on, I think, until about 9 o'clock. There's one street light on my road, and then it goes off. So it's pitch black. There's no light pollution. And when I go out with my dog, I can have like a red deer stag in the garden. I can have a wild boar in the garden. It's sort of,
oh my God.
We get wolves running behind the fence. It's, there are bear warnings everywhere now because bears have started attacking people here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
It's become a big problem in Slovakia the last couple of years.
Oh, why do you think that is? Oh, I'm just going off topic a bit. But...
Population growth. When I came, I think it was of bears. I think there was about 800 when I came, and now I think there's like 2,000 something. Plus, there's been deforestation. There's been sort of human habitation expansion, and obviously the problems that are going on in the east has pushed them this way.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I think all these things are. They're also a lot bolder. They used to be frightened. They'd run away from people, but now they don't. They raid their bins and stuff. So the more interhuman contact you have, the higher the risk that someone's going to get their face eaten off.
Wow. Are they? Because I remember on a film once something about the brown bears and the black bears.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It's a brown bear that you have. One of them said if you see a black bear, you run. If you see a brown bear, you stand and face them all.
A black bear.
Was it the other way around?
A black bear.
The other way around.
Yeah,
just as well.
A brown bear, theoretically, you play dead. A polar bear, you're finished because it sees you as food. But
doesn't care.
Now it's brown bears. They're what the Americans call a grizzly.
Right. Yeah.
Their behavior has changed. So.
Oh dear. Right. Oh
Puts
dear.
you off going in the forest.
It's put me off. Yeah, going over there now. I was thinking, that'd be great to go to that forest.
The scary thing about bears is they actually eat you alive.
Yeah. Well, they would, wouldn't they? They're just food, aren't we?
They just start. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just food. Oh wow. Okay.
But we
right.
weren't.
Back to the pardon.
We weren't.
We weren't, but we now are. Yes. Yeah. Well. Yeah, evolution, etc. But so getting back to the more on the spirit side of things.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about what you've experienced. Maybe have you experienced any, like, I don't know, is it would you say spirit contact or spiritual type stuff where you are in the forest? Or tell us a little bit about that.
Getting back to the Leshy now.
Yes.
The Leshy is again like a horned spirit, something similar to like Herne or Canonis or Master of the Hunt, whatever it's called. Another Pan type figure,
Yeah.
When you go in the forest, the Leshy is like the protector of the forest, and
Yeah.
he can be like a trickster. He can do bad things to you. He could do good things to you. There's a wide range of things. But one thing he can do is confuse you, and I've had that happen, and that's quite terrifying. You can get lost in a place it's like as if he's turned the forest around, and that is I'll watch my language on here, but yeah,
you can do an F. I think we're allowed.
a head F.
A head F, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a new word. That's a good word.
At one stage I was going to the forest twice a day. I walk up the hill into the forest because I was putting out a trail camera. I photograph wildlife, and I like to know exactly what's going on. So I was going very, very regularly, and I'd gone out with my wife. I think we were actually mushroom picking, and we started arguing about where the exit to the forest was. I was convinced we'd been there a lot longer than we had, an awful lot longer. I thought we'd gone a lot deeper, and we argued about it. And it was as if I thought we were on the opposite end of the forest. And it really, it's quite scary. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's until you experience it, it doesn't sound like anything. But you got to imagine the forests here, they're not flat. They're full of like steep creek beds, and like you can fall and break your leg. Really, you have to really watch yourself when you're going, because they're normally on hillsides. So when you get lost, it can be quite, one of the coolest ones we had is we saw, again, we were deep in another part of the forest where the logging trails are. And again, probably mushroom picking. And we saw a red roof of what's called a chata or a dacha, like a little, like a weekend cottage, a wooden weekend cottage in the forest. So we decided to head to this and see what it was. And when we got there, there's nothing there at all, but a big open space with everything, all the plant life dead within it. That was really, yeah. I wrote about all this. That's really.
So you saw that. So you saw this little cottage.
Both of us from two different angles, walking up these trails
from a distance.
Yeah, and we kept seeing it all the way until a certain point.
Until you got there,
and it's not there. Yeah, that's really. But it's like a ring.
That's a bit.
Like the soil is dark grey. There's no forest. There's no undergrowth. There's nothing at all. Yeah,
that's a bit spooky. That's a bit goosebumpy, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually glad we didn't get there when the roof building was there, because maybe it wouldn't be there in 5 minutes and we'd join it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it was like, lots of films have just come to my mind there. But
to actually experience it is that's another head off.
Yeah, that's weird. So have you had any other like spiritual? Have you had anything that wasn't so scary, that was quite like profound, that's happened?
Well, I've been in the forest with my eldest boy. He's now an orthopedic surgeon.
Nice.
We've been walking through the forest, and we've seen like a giant black wolf like jump across a creek in front of us, like silently. I mean, but this thing would be 3-4 times the size of a wolf, sort of a shadow, like just like terrifying. Like, how did it do the creek 30 foot across or something?
Wow.
And we've had that right in front of us, and we just stopped, and we were like, what, we need to get out of here now.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Wow.
have a lot of wolves, but this is nothing like that. This is something out of, Lord of the Rings sort of style.
Wow, that is really cool.
Again, I was in the forest with him, and we had something go overhead, and you could hear the wing beats, and the whole forest went like dark as it went over. And here we get big birds. I mean, we get ravens, eagles, we get storks. I mean, they're like pterodactyls, those things. But this thing, like,
Yeah.
it was like having a dragon or a thunderbird or something go over. Really.
And was this in daylight or in the dark?
Daylight,
or
daylight.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh Christ! At night, it's a lot worse.
Have you been in there like a lot at night?
I used to camp out. Like I would just take a sort of a tarpaulin and make like an L shape.
Oh yeah.
I'd lie on the ground with a fire in front of me, up in the forest. And I did this a few times, and it's mad at night because the noise is incredible. It's the amount of animals. I mean, we get lynx here as well, and they sound like screaming old women.
Like, a bit like foxes.
We get a lot of foxes here, Jesus. In the garden, a lot of foxes.
Yeah. So do we now, actually. We get a lot of foxes here in our gardens.
Yeah.
But obviously they're different, But
no, it's the same species.
The urban fox.
Vulpes,
Yeah.
Yours are just more like urbanized.
Yeah, they're almost like pets.
They're all scavengers. I wouldn't call them pets. I wouldn't put my
not quite. No, not quite yet.
No.
Couple of years maybe we'll be able to. Hello. So come on, more spirits. Tell me more. I'm so excited about these spirits and things. So do you think the big wolf that jumped over? Do you reckon that was a spirit wolf, or I mean, it had to be, right? Because
no question. It was like it was dense, but it was like a shade.
Okay.
It wasn't like a physical wolf. It's like I photograph wolves.
Okay. So what do you feel? What did you feel when that was going over? Apart from obviously, wow, this is amazing. Was there any specific feelings that came across? Was it like
we need to get out of the forest?
For you, like, pardon? No, but apart from get out of the forest.
We need to get out of the forest.
Do you think that was what it was? A warning for you to get out?
No, I mean
at that time, because they're obviously there to give you a reason, aren't they? Spirits coming to talk to you or to give you information.
Yeah, but it was going its own way. It was, it crossed in front of us, and it was going, from the left to the right and going its own way. So, perhaps we were just in the right place, in the right conditions to see something that lives. The forest may be some sort of a thin barrier between worlds, like the Fae. It's missing forlorn one and this sort of thing. So I don't think it was a warning to us. We were just in a place. But you want to get out of the forest very quickly.
Yeah.
Here I've heard of people seeing like smiling faces behind trees, and I haven't experienced that myself, but that's like you should.
Well, I think you should be a film writer now, because this is all like, oh my god, that would make a good film. I'm sitting here thinking,
in America, you have the Bigfoot, where they actually call them tree peekers, because they look behind the tree, out at you and then look back again. But
that's spooky.
You just see a face looking from behind a tree and then going back.
Have you seen one of those? Have you seen?
I haven't seen? No, but I know people who have.
Okay.
No,
and then what was it? What's their experience of that then? Do they?
You just shit yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That was the answer I was kind of expecting.
Because
So,
your
oh,
brain,
that's nice.
a lot of things like your brain tries to process. This is what
Yeah.
makes me, like, again, getting back to Pan. People think Pan is this little faun who plays his reed pipe and hops around and stuff, but the word panic actually comes from Pan. In Greek, it was panikoi, and the actual description of panic is a sudden irrational fear whilst in nature or in the wilderness. It's where you suddenly have this abject fear and you don't know why. And the Greeks would say, because Pan. And it's very similar when you're in, out in the bush, like with the forest.
Oh, hang on. I've lost you. I've lost your voice. I heard something and then your voice went. I heard a little pew.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. Was it a wee message that you got or something? Might have been that.
Yeah, I mean, my internet's not,
Oh, okay, cool.
It's not fiber optics, put it that way.
No, yeah. I'm surprised you've actually got any.
I've got 2 gerbils on the window, sort of.
Yeah. Yes, I'm imagining that as well. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, carry on about the bit you were saying.
No, I was just saying about this experience in the forest.
Yeah.
It leads back to Pan because of panic. Like when the forest goes completely silent, that is such a strange feeling. It's like you feel like a pressure building up. And the Greeks would say this is, panikoi, this is panic. And this is where something is saying, whatever reason, like, go, or something else is happening and you're experiencing it, but we can't interpret it. I'm fascinated with Pan because the Greeks love this stuff. They really did. They spent a lot more time in nature than we did.
Yeah.
The modern person doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky here because I live with it. So
yeah, you are very lucky. Apart from the bears and everything else that wants to chew you up.
Well, for example, now we've got the stag rut coming up. The red
stag
deer.
who?
Stag
oh yeah,
rut.
okay. Yeah.
Soon this will start, and all the red deer stags just stand in the middle of fields and just all day, all night, just bellow their heads off. And at night, it's incredible. You can hear maybe 20 of them around,
Oh my God.
just roaring their heads off. Yeah, it's mad. It's like primal.
Yeah.
Really
That's crazy. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. Oh. So, yeah, I wanted to just tell you, this is nothing compared to what you're saying, but I just thought I'd say, talking about when the forest goes quiet. So where my sister-in-law lives, she lives in Bracknell, and there's a forest in Bracknell, and we walk the dogs around there. It's nowhere near as obviously as big as anywhere near anything else. Anyway, but the point is, there's been times when we've went there and there's not been one bird at all in the whole of the forest.
Yeah.
Or I've not heard anything. And I'm like, this is bizarre. And we didn't even think of it. But one day we were just walking, we go, where's the bloody birds? We can't hear a bird. Where are they? And that was quite bizarre. What do you think? What's your thoughts on the fact that there isn't a bird in a forest? That doesn't really make sense to me.
Well, I mean, Britain is, an ancient place. It's the legends of, like, again, about the Fae.
Right, yeah.
Pre-Celtic legends. There are things. You go up on the moors and stuff, and it's like, you just feel stuff.
Yeah.
One place I really used to love visiting It's called Wayland's Smithy. I don't know if you know it. It's, I believe it's in Berkshire. It's near Uffington. I'm not sure if it's Oxfordshire or Berkshire. I used to live near it. And it's an old burial. Do you know the White Horse Hill?
Oh, is that the one with the big white horse?
That's the one, yeah. Well, on top of that is the Ridgeway, which is an ancient chalk path. And
Okay.
if you go along it for a bit, you go past an old Iron Age fort, but you eventually come to this giant burial mound, a barrow, and it's called Wayland's Smithy. And if you spend the night there, you will really experience stuff. That's just so ancient. There's, so like any forest in England, you imagine just the soil it's grown from, what has happened there.
Yeah.
There might be a Roman villa under it. There might be sort of, you don't know in England. There's so many civilizations that have lived there. Obviously their legends, they're dead. There are so many entries to other worlds in the UK.
Yeah.
Here it's just a bit more like in your face, because obviously we're not designed to live in a forest. Humans, you imagine what traditionally here, villages, they basically built their houses very close together, and you didn't go in the forest at night. You didn't go. You closed your doors and locked them, and then you've got the Halloween tradition. At night you don't go out because you don't know what's out there.
Spooky.
No electricity, no lights, just dirt roads. The forest is a living, breathing thing filled with stuff.
Filled with stuff. Yeah, brilliant. So tell me a bit more about stuff. So is there, so we've got spirits, we've got lots of spirits. Have you experienced anything on the phenomena of like seeing any like spirits, or apart from the wolf and the what's it? What was the other one? I forget. But have you?
I was going to say about the Bigfoot. That was we had one incident only once in all the time I've lived here. We were in the kitchen one night, my family, and my dog started going. My Jack Russell started going mad at the door. We didn't know why. Completely out of character. Well, normally he barks outside, but he was going mental at the door. And in the door, there's a little glass window, and outside obviously is pitch black. So I opened the door to let him out, and he chased something up the back garden, and I ran out after him, and I've got a 2-meter high chain link fence behind, and whatever it was behind our door managed to cross this space and jump over this fence, like within a couple of seconds. But it was on 2 feet. Yeah, whatever was looking at us through this window that set my dog off and then ran up. It wasn't like a deer or a bear or whatever. It was something on 2 feet that could cross this and then just jump over a 2-meter high fence and run off. And I saw her. It was very, very dark. I only saw his legs basically, but yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen anything like that. But that was like, wow.
Yeah, that is a bit wow. Yeah, my God. Yeah, that is really wow. So if you were to say that over here, I'd say, yeah, all right. But then when you're thinking about over there, then that's that's probably a completely different story. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the. Let me see if I can show you. That's the kitchen window, and when you go out, see if the internet stays. All right, it's starting to get dark now.
It is. Wow.
And it ran up there over that fence within like 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah, it's yeah, we were just all in the kitchen.
And everybody saw it, not just you.
No, so, only I think my son and my daughter, they're the only ones who came out with me. My eldest son and my wife stayed inside. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, lots of things we've seen. It's like it's not, it's not just me. It's not just you're mad, mate. Mad.
I never thought you were. Yeah.
No.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's a bit like
another one, has he?
It's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit like all the other like myths and legends, like where I'm not kind of from, but about things like the Loch Ness monster and things like.
Yeah, I saw one of those in my bathroom.
Did you? But it is a bit like that. You could say, unless you've seen it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it was Bigfoot. It was just like some large thing on 2 feet with hairy. I saw bits of hair, but yeah. I'm not saying it was, but
And it was very tall. I'm taking it. It wasn't like a normal standard human.
Yeah, I have to close my window at some point.
Oh, close your window now. Don't want anything coming in. I don't want a murder scene on me on the channel.
No, I'm more concerned about like small things getting in.
Oh, yeah, close your window, quick. Go and close your window. It's fine. We'll have a chat. Quick, go close it.
Mosquito net. It's like.
Okay, are you sure? Because you can close your window. It's all right. Okay.
Yeah. It's small things that are more of an issue than big things.
Oh, I don't want to know, actually. Don't tell me about that bit. It's fine. I don't want to know
very
that
loud
bit.
here at night.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, so back to spirits then. And the Carpathian. Have I said it wrong again?
Carpathian, you did well that time.
I did say it. Yay! Okay, so back to the Carpathian. So tell me a bit more about, obviously, it's pretty obvious why you're interested in it, but why you wanted to talk about it. Let's, give us a bit more.
Well, like the whole Slavic mythos, it's very untouched in the West, and quite recently the Viking thing became very popular because of the TV series a few years back, and people really got into sort of like Nordic mythology, but you never hear about Slavic mythos, and in the UK you don't even hear about Celtic mythos. It's very sad. It's like we have all these aspects of this is part of our evolution, but we're missing them.
Yeah.
The reason I like this, obviously because I live here, but it's a lot more extant than in the West. It's still part of society, and I think we've really lost that in the West. I really do. There's lots of little traditions they have here, because if you ask the average person, they know nothing about sort of the pagan gods and the spirits and things, because everyone here goes to church.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Catholic or Orthodox or Byzantine or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they do lots of little things which are remnants of pagan rituals. Like, for example, when you enter a house, you say, hello house. And this is because the house has a spirit called the Domovoy, which means house spirit. And you're basically greeting it. The yard has the Dvorovoy, and they all have their own means of appeasement, like how to keep them happy, like how not to piss them off. Pan in Greek mythos is normally associated with like noon, like the heat, and obviously the hallucinations and problems you can have at noon are because of like heat stroke. And here they have something similar called the Polovoi, which is the field spirit. And lots of the things surrounding this are similar to like heat stroke, or like, drink water and stuff. Otherwise it will disturb the Polovoi. And with Pan, don't rile Pan, don't dance around and make noise. Obviously, because you're going to get a heat stroke. But you have these spirits. They're sort of universal. And it's such a shame we've lost them in the UK. It really is. I'm babbling again.
No, you're not. Keep going. I'm enjoying it. You're not babbling. That's the whole point of this talk, is to babble.
you babble for a while then.
That's not my job to babble. I babble enough. They're sick of me. Right. Okay. So one last little thing. What is it? Let's get back to Pan. What is it that? So tell me, what made you want to investigate and research Pan in the first place?
Right. Good question. That is actually a very good question.
Thank you.
Right.
Oh, thank God for that.
Right. As you're aware, I in my youth, I was quite a fan of Crowley.
Yes.
And
you did tell me it was quite exciting, actually.
Obviously, James George Fraser, The Golden Bough. Pan was like quite a big aspect of when I was young. I was very into horned things.
Okay, we'll leave that one there. No, carry on.
In all the incarnations. Yeah, but recently, obviously, I deal with things like the Leshy and Canonus and stuff in my writings and studies. But quite recently, a good friend of mine from, the publisher, Melissa's friend, Robert, I don't know if you know him.
Okay. I may have, what's his last name? But I've heard
from
of him.
Liminal Gates Press. Anyway, we've been chatting
okay.
quite a lot. We've been chatting quite a lot about Pan, and it's been playing in my head. And I had quite a strange occurrence with a brown hare.
Okay.
I came across a hare just sitting there, so I went up to it, and I was a bit, after writing my last book, which is now Aliens, Angels, and AI. I had sort of like a dead period where the muse had left, and the hare is a psychopomp, which means in most cultures around the world, the hare is a go-between between this world and the next.
Yeah.
So it's a very good means of communicating to the gods, the fae, to whatever you believe in. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese, Aztec, Slavic, Celtic. Everyone seems to think the hare is, little messenger.
Yeah.
So I asked this hare to speak on my behalf, and what can I do? And then the next day, this conversation started, and it just clicked, and it's like, do Pan now. So I did. And when I write, I do it like 24 hours a day. I just go full in until it's finished. It's, sometimes it takes very, very long time. But you do it until it's finished. And it was something from this hair mixing with, you know, obviously it sounds ridiculous, but I'm a big believer in magic realism. So
it doesn't sound ridiculous on this channel.
I live my life with magic realism. It's, you know,
nothing sounds ridiculous on this channel, let me tell you.
so that's why I wrote the book. It just clicked. It just really did. It's funny enough. And this last book, the Aliens, Angels, and AI, I wrote that after asking at the temples of Apollo and Athena in Side, Turkey. I asked the gods there for the muse, and I went home and wrote that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
When you run out of ideas, it's like, go ask the ancient gods.
You've got to ask. Yeah, you've got to ask to say, come on, help me, please. Yeah.
All these tourists taking pictures, and I'm standing there going, you know, I beseech the ancient ones.
I would have loved to have seen that. That's brilliant. Lovely. So yeah, so that was your inspiration was a little brown hair to write the book. That's brilliant. And so you wrote the book. I'm assuming that so you've done it through
Liminal Gates Press.
Liminal Gates Press, yes.
Liminal Gates Press. I'm really happy I discovered Melissa and Robert. Really, it's they're
amazing.
Really, for me, it's like just having someone in Britain. I mean, you're doing the same, you know, or similar. It's, you know, you're bringing awareness to people. It is a real challenge because, you know, the modern audience has got zero attention span, and you know.
It's madness. That's why I'm not changing what I do, because I believe you need to keep it real and not do all this silly. So like, you know, when they have to do, let's edit. I don't edit anything. I just put it out there, and if people want to watch it, then they want to watch it. But the magical people will be drawn to it. The whole point of how I believe, anyway, is that magical people will be drawn to what they, you know, to this channel, to magical stuff. You are drawn to it. You're not. We don't just float along life, and you know, if you are that way inclined, you get drawn to what's for you at that particular time. In my opinion. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
what do I know? What do I know?
it blows my mind that you're supposed to speak at like 180 words per minute and have a cut every 3 seconds.
Yeah, I can't be asked. I can't be bothered. I haven't got the patience or the time
the number
or
of
the
comments
energy.
I've had, like from Americans, it's like you need to put it on double, you know, ×2 speed to be able to watch them, because I speak too slow and I'm boring.
Oh dear. Well, do you know what? If anybody wants to say that to me, it's fine, but it's not going to change how I do things. I enjoy what I do. And the reason I do this is because I'm making a magical community with everyone, not just, not a clique. We're not having cliques everywhere. We're going to join everybody together. And one day, in my humble belief, I will make this magical system come together. All in one little place.
I can't remember what it's called now. There used to be an obsession with discovering this universal system. I can't remember the name of it. For many, many years, people were trying to create this universal system, and it always ends up, like you said, in cliques.
Yeah.
You know,
because ego gets involved. Once your ego gets involved, that's it. That's why everything splits up and goes into different directions, and that ain't happening here. We have no ego. I have none. I am humble. I am humble and I am blessed, and I don't really care.
it's
So that's how. Yeah, exactly. I don't care. So yes, it's been lovely speaking to you this evening, Edward. You've really inspired me in more ways than
To
one.
what?
I have no idea, but you have. Well, let me tell you, I am hopefully about to buy a van to. We're going to custom build a van to make a camper van. What do you call it?
Mhm.
Anyway. And then we're going to go and trundle around UK looking for spooky and mystical sites, hopefully next year. And you've really inspired me by what you've said about, all the
Just
ancient
get out
stuff that
into
goes on.
nature. Yeah,
Exactly. I love outside. That's my dream, is to be outside, but maybe not in your back garden.
yeah. You wouldn't like the snakes and the ticks.
No, thank you. Well, you can have them. Thanks very much.
But I recommend everyone. It's like just go out, even if it's a park or like a copse of trees. Just go out and
100%.
just clear your head, take your shoes off, and ground yourself.
Yes.
We are missing this. We're bombarded 24 hours a day with this shit from TV, from phones, from Wi-Fi.
Which is all bleh and rubbish, right? Yeah, exactly. I know exactly. It's just horrible. I need to tell you about my mother-in-law. So
Okay.
again in this forest.
Is this a Bernard Manning joke?
No, it's true.
Okay.
So in
that one. No, it was Chubby Brown, Roy Chubby Brown.
It was no, I don't. But you can tell me.
No, I can't.
Maybe after.
No.
Okay. So
Very short joke.
Okay, in Bracknell Forest, this is true. In Bracknell Forest, so we walk the dogs, like I said, in my sister-in-law's where she lives, and and my mother-in-law has found this tree that she likes to talk. She's not a practicing medium, but she used to do psychometry, and now she doesn't need anything, so she can hear and she talks to the spirits, etc., and gives messages and all that, but not to the public, just to us lot. Anyway, so there's this particular tree in the forest. It's quite a big tree, and she'll go to it, and it literally, according to her, I cannot say whether this is true or not, but according to her, it talks to her, and it tells her like the spirit. So yeah, and she'll tell us what it's saying at that particular time, which I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm like, in my head, I'm going, oh, I don't know, is it the spirits talking to her, or is it the tree talking to her? Is it the spirits of the forest talking to her? Because there's no specifics, so it's like which bit, But it is fascinating, all of that, And if
you think
really,
like British culture was prior to sort of Christianity, I mean, that was pretty normal.
Yeah, true.
We ridicule things because we have scientism or scientism, whatever it's called. But we don't believe because we don't believe. That is the only reason.
Oh, that and religion has taught us not to as well. In some respects, right? You're not allowed to think these things or say these things or whatever.
No.
Yeah, which is a shame. It's such a shame.
Worse than the religious side, though. I really do. I think scientism is far worse. Imperialism, 19th century doctrine. My God.
Yeah. It's a shame, but hey ho, we will conquer. As magical folk, we will conquer. We'll always survive. That's for sure. We're always going to survive, and that's the main thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions? I've been asking you questions all night.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions? Anybody on the chat? If you have any questions, you've got I don't know, a couple of minutes. So if you have, if not, it's been lovely to chat with you. Very exciting in did you Slovakia?
Slovakia, yeah.
I'm worried now that I'm not saying my words right because you pulled me up a couple of times already.
We need to get some post-it notes.
Yes. Oh, does that mean you're coming on again, does it?
With big marker pen.
Yeah. How to pronounce this next time I see Edward.
Yeah.
So there doesn't seem to be any questions at the minute.
No,
But that's good. That's a good thing. Anyway,
yeah.
no, it's been lovely to chat to you. And I'm very excited. I'm going to put, if you can text me over, or you'll be emailing me. So if you email me over the links to your book, and maybe any other books that you've got as well, anything else that you want me to add on to the comments, and I will shove it in after this chat. And thank you so much for coming onto the Monthly Mystical Live. It's been lovely having you on, and I would love to have you on again if you have something else that you fancy chatting about. And I also want some advice about something after. So stay on the line after. I'm going to pop you off now, and then and I shall speak to you then. All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Right.
Thanks, Edward. Bye for now. Wow, that's really spooky, isn't it? It is. I don't think I'd like to live in the, I'm not going to say it again, in the forest that he lives in, because that would just freak me out. I mean, I don't mind all the noises and things, but probably the bugs scare me more than the bears. I don't know. What would you do if you had a bear in front of you, apart from run? You would run, wouldn't you? Oh, God. Yeah. Anyway, as usual, I'm babbling. Yes, so thank you so much for joining us on the Monthly Mystical Live. If you missed it and you're on the replay, please do leave in the comments, say hello, say where you're from, and say if you'd like anything else you fancy on the Monthly Mystical Live, please do let me know. If you are a budding person who likes to chat and has something really cool to say, then please do drop us a line, and we will get you on the Monthly Mystical Live. Everybody's welcome. And before we go, I can't remember still which flipping corner it's on, but there is a little scanny thing in the corner. You can put that on there, and you get straight to our website if you really want some great magical tools, some stuff. I haven't got them on there yet, but I've just got some new incense blends, some ritual candles. What else have I got new? And I'm doing a portable altar, a black double cubed altar, portable, in a bag. Very excited about that. We're almost there with the design. So I will put that in. I will flipping talk about it after, because it's really cool. I really love it. So cool. Anyway, I'm off for now. Thank you so much for joining us on the Monthly Mystical Live, and I shall see you very soon. I can't remember if it's next week or the week after. We have, let me just have a look. It is, let me go back. See, I'm babbling and I haven't even got my information. Apologies. So next up on the Monthly Mystical Live, we've got Breaking the Misconceptions of Hate and Voodoo by Janbi Mail. Can't even see my own writing. Very excited for that. So again, totally different stuff. As always, there's something new to watch on the Monthly Mystical Live. So please do log in again. Join us. If you haven't before, like, subscribe, share to everyone. Make this a bigger magical community. And I'll see you next time. I've babbled on far too long. I'll speak to you all soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.